it going, everybody? LevelMDiecast, bringing you Diecast haul today, episode 83, episode 83. This is not a big episode, I will be frank with you guys. Picked up one of these action packs loose. This is one of those action packs from the 90s. This is called like Grime Critters or something to that effect. But it comes with this tub right here. It actually has a separate piece for the handle in there. And then there's a spout back here. This is a one-off. I don't think they ever use this for anything else. There's some claws and stuff on there. All the metal bits you see are, of course, metal. The handles and, of course, the tub itself is plastic, but the base is all metal. Very interesting model. Comes with a alligator, kind of a alligator driving everything. He's got his hand up. Looks kind of cool. Whoop, dropping it everywhere. It's a pretty decent, design. It's got some good print and stuff on it. Quality looks pretty good. It's just basic plastic, a little bit on the softer side of plastic. It's pliable a little bit, specifically designed to sit in here perfectly fine with his little hand on the little deal there. I don't think this will fit. He's definitely going to be too tall, so we'll just put him there. Now that pack comes with another model here. This is, of course, the hot seat, but this comes with a rat that drives in there. Of course, this is just your typical hot seat with the seat that goes up, and of course it is a toilet seat, with the set, all that good stuff like that, little motors in the back of it and all that kind of stuff. Comes with a rat. This is the rat that it comes with. Again, pretty good quality for the figurine. The print looks pretty good. Blue eyes on there. He's got a plunger on the back of him for whatever purposes, but he is specifically designed to sit right in there and basically hold on to the steering wheel, which is a very, very interesting look. I think this guy will fit in there, so we'll put him right there. One of those action packs. I think that's the very last action pack I needed. I have all the action packs. Some of them were not released, unfortunately. All right, next up we do have new 2025 J-Case. 2025 J-Case. I do have a very small handful. I am still missing about half the case or so, maybe about a third of the case. I have a pretty good chunk here. Vespa 90 SS Super Sprint 1966. This is the newest color for the Vespa. We've seen red and blue, I think. Now we get white, which is pretty nice. Details look pretty good. There is your Vespa logo on the gas tank. It says Hot Wheels on the side here. Little tiny wheels on there. Does have an integrated stand in there, which is pretty nice. Prints on the front. Says Vespa. Looks good. The handlebars on this one are a little bit loose, but not that big a deal. Does have some pretty good detail in there for a spare tire, which is integrated in the middle. And nothing particular besides that. Just some engine detail on this side. But not a new casting. Casting we've seen before, but just not in white. So we get a new color, and it's always nice to get it to stand up properly on its own. All right, next one up. This is the recolor for the Lamborghini Miura SV. This one in black and gold. 70s versus 90s sub-theme. We'll get this out of here. There is our Miura in black and gold. Looks pretty good. Headlight prints on the front look good. There is a Lamborghini logo. And then, of course, the details on the back. Lamborghini Miura SV. Quite a bit of good prints in the back. A little bit of print off the turn signal on the right side, but it's a mass-produced item. That's going to happen. So it looks still pretty good. Not a bad color combination on that one. All right, new color for the Quanlond Hypervan. This one says Pet Transport on the side. Again, new for the J-Case. This was a new casting last year. We've already seen two colors for this particular one. This one's kind of cool. It's got open doors on this side. They don't open. It's just casted that way with them a little bit open, which I think is cool. This thing is all plastic except for the top is metal. So you do have a plastic base. The yellow part's plastic. You do have the plastic window, of course, and then just a metal base on the top. Details on the side, pretty straightforward. It says Pet Transport. No prints on the back, but kind of boosted up. It's got a front mount intercooler on it for a bus, which is a very Hot Wheels thing to do. So we'll put that one down at the bottom. That's actually kind of cool. I like freestyle a little bit. All right, mid-mill. This is the latest color for the mid-mill. I think this is the second color for the year. I think we've gotten this in one other color this year. This casting's been modified from its original version. It says mid-mill on the side. Looks kind of cool. Looks kind of 90s neon theme there. It looks kind of cool. I like the big 5 spokes in the back with just the white line tires on the side. So not too bad. Details pretty straightforward. Little skinny wheels on the front. So the model is mostly plastic. It's mostly plastic, so it feels relatively light, relatively cheap in the hand. That's just unfortunately the way it is. All right, brand spanking new for 2025. Yes, a brand spanking new casting right here. Hotwheels for fast foodie. So this is basically a jar of hot sauce. So if you stand it up like that, there is your jar of hot sauce. There's a person right there. It says Zao brand on there, which is probably nod to the designer, probably. It's very interesting. Very interesting. There is a driver down in there. So you can't really see much in there, but there's a driver in there. All clear on the top. Does even have the little details for the bottom of the bottle at the back. Presume that it will stand up. It does. It stands up perfectly fine. It doesn't stand at a tilt either. Stands on the actual bottle. So that's kind of cool. So you can have it standing up just like that. This does utilize the ID wheels, which they have moved to the main line now. So we are getting ID wheels, obviously with no letter print on there, but we're getting the thing themselves. There is the base deets right there. You see the print or the font style changed a little bit. They have a little bit italicized there for the name, but not too bad for a brand new casting. So not too shabby. I always like the weird stuff. You guys know that. That's how we roll here. Very, very different, very weird. This one is equally cool. This is new for 2025. This is your Renault eSpace F1. Yes, a F1 powered, V10 powered eSpace van. This is real. They really built this. And this was one of the greatest cars ever on Gran Turismo, by the way. This is extremely wide, extremely fat. It's a little bit short. It should be a little bit longer. The casting is definitely a little bit short. They could have easily made it a little bit bigger in the package. There's plenty of room in there. But it needed to be just a little bit longer to be a little bit more elongated. It does have headlight prints on there, which are pretty nice. It's super wide, though, which I think is very, very good. Yellow base on there, so kind of rotate it around so we can see the reflections there. It says, of course, eSpace F1 on the side. A little bit of print for the air intake, because that is the air intake on there. It is a, I believe it's a rear-mounted V10, I believe, or mid-rear mounted V10. But very, very cool. If I can get my hands on another one of these, I would love to drill it open and see what the interior looks like, because I think that'd be kind of cool. So really, really stoked about that one. That's probably my favorite casting of the year so far, even though it's a little bit off. But this one is equally cool. This is the Honda Motocompo. The little compact take anywhere motorcycle, looking very, very cool. The driver on there looks like he's super intense. Brand spanking new for 2025. This one looks especially nice. Just super, super tiny. I think this thing looks so good. The handlebars are metal. So the red you see is plastic, but the rest of the casting is metal. So it's mostly metal, which is pretty nice. Honda on the side, Motocompo on the side as well. Details on this side look pretty good. There is your 2 rivet spots. I think they designed this very, very good. It has an integrated trailer or kickstand in there. Seat on the top. This is pretty cool. Headlight print in there. This is ridiculously cool. Just such a ridiculous thing. But it's just so ridiculously cool at the same time. So look at that. It just looks so cool. I think it's just so ridiculously cool. It's weird. It's weird and it's cool. All right, next one up for the JK, Sea Singer 21C, brand new color in orange. This is the latest color. This was the Zamek last year as well. We've seen blue, red, Zamek, and now orange for this particular casting. There is your logo there on the front. Headlight prints on there as well. Just a center-mounted cockpit. Full deets on the back. There is your exhaust outlet, and of course the taillight bar utilizes the PR5s. Too bad, too shabby. It's an average casting. It's a very Hot Wheels casting, very, very Hot Wheels fitting casting. All right, next one up for the JKs, Gordon Murray Automotive T50S. This is the recolor. We saw it in orange, and now we have it in kind of a baby blue-ish, or a powder blue, I guess. All the exact same details as the orange one, just in blue. There is, of course, your Gordon Murray logo there in the front. Lensed headlights on this. Very interesting. The casting goes up over the window piece, which is definitely very interesting. It's a fan car, of course, but it looks good. Like the details on the GMAT 50, it says on the base. The orange one was probably better, but baby blue is okay. I mean, it's not bad, so get that out of here. All right, next one up is the recolor for the Punk Rod. New color for the Punk Rod right here. Previous one was maybe grayish or something. I don't remember exactly, but this is a recolor. So we'll get our Punk Rod out of here. I do like this particular one. It's definitely like a Lamborghini with the whole back end chopped off. Looks pretty good. So there is the deets on there. I'm pretty sure this is new to the J case. Could have been in the H case. I'm pretty sure it's new to the J case, but then just a little bit of print on the front. It just says number 99. Nothing particularly fancy. If it turns out it was in the H case, then I probably already have it, and then now I have two of them. All right, recolor of the Hako Type D. First one was in red, or I'm sorry, white. This one is now in red with those nice 3 spokes. Look really, really good. Card art looks great. This is a really, 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 really good generic casting. It's just really good. Like it looks appropriate. Looks retro futuristic, kind of cyberpunk style. I love it. It's just such a cool casting. I'm sure at some point in time, I feel like it'd be fitting for this to be a super. So just keep your eyes out. That might be a pretty cool super for maybe 2026. Maybe we get to that point in the Hako D's life. All right, next one up is the recolor for 68 Lotus Type 49. This is the third recolor, or second recolor, third release. This one is by far the best, though. This is the red and gold with number 5 on there. Easily way better than the green ones that we've already got. I mean, this one is just ridiculous. Yellow window, orange detail. It says Lotus on there, number 5. Ford on there, of course, Ford V8. Team Lotus utilizes these perfect wheels that just work well for a classic F1. Just great. This is great. This is way better than the previous one. I'm digging it. That's a really cool color combination. Really nice looking one right there for sure. Digging that one. And then the last one I have for the J case is the Track Dwagon. Yes, the Track Dwagon. This is the latest recolor. We've seen this in 2 colors already. So this is the third color. It was a new casting last year. This one in a white color. It is a plastic body. So not too shabby. The prints on the side are kind of cool. It did utilize the 3 spokes. That's a nice big 3 spoke. I think that might be the first time we've seen a big 3 spoke wheel. So that could be pretty useful to you customizers out there. You can see small 3 spoke. Pretty much the only size 3 spoke we've seen. I don't think we've seen a 3 spoke that big yet. So that one could be potentially very useful. Details in the back, pretty straightforward. It's a generic casting, but it's good. It's good. It's good for a generic casting, so we'll put that guy up there. I do have some supers. I got 3 supers. Not great supers, so don't get too excited. So just castings that I collect, the Solero GT, I collect this casting. So, of course, at some point in time, I was going to have to get the super. So, of course, here is the super. Nothing particular. It was like $10 because, you know, this super is pretty much junk. But it is a super nonetheless. Offset wheels on there, number 9 on there. There's your TH logo. I particularly like this casting. I think this casting is pretty cool. This would be a pretty cool hypercar in real life. So, not too shabby. It's definitely over the top, and that's kind of its charm, to be kind of over the top. Older super right here. I do collect the Mighty K. This one has kept up some okay values. It's somewhere around $40-ish. I got this one for $30. So $30 is better than nothing. So there is your Mighty K Super. Utilizes those tiny little 4 spokes in chrome. Nice, brilliant cherry red. Kind of Spectraflame. Not full Spectraflame, but kind of Spectraflame. Details on there. So that is the only little treasure hunt it has right there on the little hood section. That is the only TH you get with the particular Mighty K Super. That's just the way it works. And then the last super is the Fiat 500D. I actually pulled a couple of these back in the day, but I wasn't collecting supers at all. I didn't really care to chase down the supers. But I have decided to do that. This one was like $18, 15 bucks, something like that. So this one was still relatively cheap. It's got your TH on the side. I particularly like the red 4 spokes with the white ring on there. Looks pretty good. Nice, brilliant gold. Very shiny, very in your face. It's cool. I think this little Fiat casting is pretty cool. So I don't really care what anybody thinks about that one. I think that one's, it's alright. It's alright. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright, I got a couple of random Greenlights. The 50 Mercury 8 convertible lowrider from, of course, Garbage Pail Kids in the Flame version. This is one of Greenlight's updated packaging, updated style. So the blister is about 175 millimeters thick. So it takes a lot to cut that out. Take the model out of there. There we go. You can tell if it's the new style of Greenlight because it just says Greenlight. It won't say Greenlight Collectibles or anything like that. Just Greenlight. So we'll get that out of here. There is our model. It does come with, of course, a sticker. That is a sticker for Menacing Monica. You peel that off. It is, of course, a nice fancy sticker. It tells you to peel right there. So sticker in case you want a sticker. This one is pretty cool because it has some print inside, some leopard kind of print for the seat fabrics and stuff like that. Details on the model look pretty straightforward. It says GPK on the plate. For Garbage Pail Kids, it says Mercury up there on the hood. And then, of course, it is a lowrider, so just sits super, super low. Utilizes the side exhaust pieces, which is pretty nice. 2757 is the number for this particular one. And then, of course, Garbage Pail Kids on the back. And M. Monica for, of course, Menacing Monica. And it's super, super low. It rolls perfectly fine, though. Despite how low it is, it rolls perfectly fine. So we will throw that one up there. Next one up, this is the other version. So you have two different versions. It either says Greenlight or just this giant green GL, I'm sorry. This is the latest kind of fuel release. This is a Chevron Special Edition. This one happens to be the 48 Dodge Power Wagon Wrecker. This is the mix on the back. So I only have two. So you can guess what the second one's going to be. The rest of them I don't collect. But we'll start with our Power Wagon. See if you get the second one correct, which I'm pretty sure you guys will if you are longtime viewers of the channel. I think it's pretty obvious. So we'll get this cracked out of here. I will give you a hint. It's certainly not the R34 Skyline. That's for sure. You guys know how I feel about that one. So we'll get this out of here. There is the latest rendition for the Dodge Power Wagon. Looks pretty good. I like the blue. I actually like the blue print on the hubs as well. So, and they put a little bit of blue to match the spare tire as well. Details in the back. Dodge is embossed. The whole tow apparatus doesn't do anything. It's just fixed. Just sits there. But it looks good. It looks appropriate. It looks age appropriate. Details on the front. The mirrors are pretty good. So I'm pretty happy to report the mirrors are pretty good. Details on the front are pretty straightforward. It says Dodge on the hood. Right there. Then, of course, Power Wagon on the side. And then base deets right here. 1204 is the number. Looks pretty good. Black painted base on there as well. So nice to see some improved quality issues from Greenlight, even though, of course, that's only pretty much just one model. So, all right, if you picked the Suburban, you are, in fact, correct. 1988 GMC Suburban Sierra Classic C10. That is a mouthful for you. For this next Chevron one, it's really weird because these blisters are the normal thin blisters, but that other one was just ridiculous. I don't know how Greenlight determines whether or not they want to give you a ridiculously thick blister or just a regular blister. I don't get it. I really don't understand. There is our ridiculous GMC Sierra. Looks good. It's a Sierra Classic right there on the quarter panel. Chevron logos as well. Utilizes the kind of white steely wheels, which I think look pretty good. Triple tone, you have the tan, white, and red. I like the look of that. Full details on the front. Ooh, it has a plate on it, California plate. Classic. That's cool. That's cool. It's cool to see the plate on there again. GMC on the front. No, the hood does not open. The hood is interchangeable depending on trim levels, so no, the hood doesn't open. There is the deets in the back. Look good. Looks good. I'm digging it. Black painted base on this one. 4190 is the number. See all that ridiculously nice detail in there with the black painted base. That one looks really, really good. This one's actually really, really, really crisp. Really nice. Very, very impressed on that particular version. Even though it's for Chevron, that's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. I do have one Matchbox. I did pick up a Gathering model for the 5th MCCH annual gathering. Yes, they used to be called MCCH annual gatherings. Now they are just the Gathering. This was for the 55th anniversary kickoff party, so to speak, that year, 5th annual. This, of course, was the Austin minivan. I'll take it out of the blister just to show you. It is an official Matchbox branded blister. I am not going to crack this open, so I'm just fair warning you. So there is your Austin minivan. Looks good. It says vintage restorations on the back. So I'm digging it. It's cool. It's cool. Old school card on there. Details on the back. 2007 Matchbox. Looking very, very good. This was the beginning of the golden era of Matchbox right here. And they were really coming into their stride after coming off of the horrible, horrible time that has been known as the Hero City time. The very, very dark days of Matchbox for sure. So we'll put that guy right there. Unfortunately, the Suburban is going to be a little covered up, but that is okay. So there you go. Like I said, unfortunately, a very small haul for today for episode 83, but at least we got some new stuff in there, a little bit mixed with some other stuff, but always trying to bring you something to roll through these hauls. But anyways, drop a comment, let me know what you think. Still have plenty of JK's cars to go get to. I still need to find probably like 10. Late to the party, you can tell. I don't have any of the heavy hitters, including the Ferraris, obviously. But the rest of these are pretty good. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with what I got, and that is a pretty cool casting. I don't care what anybody says. So we're going to roll out. Catch you next time here at Level M. Peace!